Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to the Future History Project. And we are going to be entering week 7, which is, I think it's been a good 6 weeks so far. It'll be a little more intense for the next few weeks because we have a trilogy of books to read. We'll see how it goes. We'll have the first book for week 7. And this is a trilogy about Susan Calvin that was authorized by the estate of Isaac Asimov. The first book was written in 2011. They're all written by Mickey Zucker Reichert. And the second one called, this is I, Robot to Protect, I, Robot to Obey, in 2013, I believe it was. Yeah, 2013. Sorry, just the pages are a bit scrunched in the bottom there. And then 2016 for To Preserve. Now, they are chronicling the early days of Susan Calvin. I have not read them. I only became aware of them about two and a half years ago, I think, and was interested and began sort of searching out hardcovers for them because they were even out of print at that point. The volume 1 is Remainder Mark. It's the only one I could find. I don't know how many copies of ex-libraries that I have of this that I bought saying they were new, and it came as an ex-library copy. I probably got about 5 or 6 of them, to be honest, so I was losing my patience with it, and then finally decided to buy the one with the Remainder Mark. And as I say, it's early days, and the chronology doesn't quite fit with, apparently, from what I understand. I'm trying to see. It doesn't give me a date, but I think it's moved to like the 2030s, I think. But it's the early days of Susan Calvin going through, and Mickey Zucker Reichert, it says here, is a working physician and writer. Author. She lives in Iowa with her husband and 2 of their children, and divides her time between taking care of her family, writing, practicing medicine, teaching at the local university, and tending the assorted livestock that roam her 40-acre farm. And I'm looking forward to reading these. I don't know what to expect. We finished off this week, week 6, with 3 stories out of Foundation's Friends, edited by Martin Greenberg, published in 1989. It was stories in honor of Isaac Asimov. I was hoping for better, but I think we ended on a bit of a rocky point with these last 3 stories out of here. 2 of them barely mentioned or barely had Susan Calvin in them, and the third one was a Dr. Calvin, but I believe was her great niece. It wasn't really made clear. It just the way it was talking, unless, I don't know. I just found it very, very strange. And anything with a stainless steel rat is very strange to begin with. So I have higher hopes for these, and I hope those will be joining us, or I hope many will be joining us in reading these 3. As I say, I just found out about them a few years ago, so I'll be going into them cold, in a sense, just knowing that they're a prequel sort of to I, Robot, and its early days, early career of Susan Calvin. So, as I say, I'm looking forward to these. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just thinking, because this is 300 and just under, just shy, 390 pages almost, 385 pages. And that's about the size for the others. I thought they were smaller, but we'll see how this one goes for week one, or week 7 for the first one, and then we'll move on from there. So, again, they're nice looking books. Like they look quite nice. You know, they're quite nice, and yeah. So we'll see how that works out. And I hope to see if you have any comments, or especially about the last 3 stories, do pop into the comments. I'm curious to see what other people had to say about the 3 stories, the 3 last stories we read. Otherwise, I'll see you next week, BookTube, on In the Future History.